Hello everybody, this is a Lamley unboxing slash showcase. More focused on the showcase than the unboxing because this is quite literally the best mix of team transport I think Hot Wheels has released. I think you know what I'm going to show you. I think you're as excited as I am. Hopefully you are, because this set is amazing. So much so, I brought out some cars that we're going to showcase. We'll get to that in just a second. But for now, let's, quickly unbox this. I've already cut it open and just show you what is inside. You can basically see what is in here, but let's get right to it. 3 sets, 2 doubles. You can see what the doubles are right now. This is the first one. It is the Nissan, I would say this would be the IMSA racing set. It is the Euro hauler and the 94 Nissan 300ZX GTS. Brand new casting. Hauler has been around for a while, but the GTS is a brand new casting. Very excited for that one. There is a second one, a little damaged here. So this is the one I will open. So there are 2 of those in this set when you find it in stores. By the way, I'll show you the back with this damaged one, of course. There are the 3 sets. There is that. These should be, I think it'll be fairly soon that we'll see these. I'm not entirely sure, but these came from Mattel. Second set is the Toyota racing set. So we have Nissan Racing, then we have the Toyota racing set with the Fleet Street and the Toyota off-road truck. This thing's so cool. Existing casting, been around a long time, updated for premium. I believe there might be some touches, but I don't know if we've seen this one in car culture before, but very cool. So there's that set, and then the last one. And this will be the doozy. Just like in the last set, it's the Castrol Accord. In this set, I mean, all 3 of these I anticipate being popular, but this is the one that's going to go first for sure. A new trailer, new car, and a modified casting. It is the 2018 Toyota 4Runner, now with a tow hook, and this fantastic 89 Toyota Supra with, I don't even know what the trailer has a name. I think we did it in the sneak peeks. We'll look at it in a second. New trailer. We will have a look at that one too. This one has a little bit of a messed up tire, but nothing we can't fix once we open it up. This is an amazing, amazing set. So we're going to open these up. This can go over there. I'll clean it up, promise. And let's scroll down. We've got the brand new Dream Customs I-80 Highway. That will be available soon right here that we're going to use. I have the JCCS. That's coming up later this month, or no, next month. I got that set up because we're going to look at some Nissan racing cars. So because of that, we'll save this one for the last. I'll put this off to the side, and we'll start with Toyota Racing. I always like to find an angle to take on all these. I'm going to go with Nissan Racing today because there's plenty of other things to look at. But this is the Toyota Racing set. Like I said, I've already shown you the back. So let's just get to it. Julian Coyle's art is beautiful in this one. Looks like obviously a desert setting for this set. Oh, actually, I don't know. I love the display of these sets. This is a hard one to open, to be perfectly honest. All of these are, but here we go. Here we go. Sometimes team transport, if we were going to grade the case, this is an A+. This I think is what all sets will need to be graded against moving forward. I think so. I mean, I understand there's some great sets out there, but the way this one has been put together, I don't know, it's just beautiful. All right, let's take a look. I'll show you the hauler quick. We did this in the sneak peek video, so this is nothing new, but it is nice to see these in this context. TRD Racing colors on this one. I don't know if we see, we'll look at the car, but obviously we don't see the TRD logo on this because because it's not an official Toyota and there's some other rules there, I think. But we do get that color combination on the hauler, which looks nice. Here, we'll go this direction since that's the arrows. And then, of course, the BF Goodrich hauler, or BF Goodrich truck, racing truck. TRD deco on the back of this one, which is cool. So that's nice to see. TRD striping, BF Goodrich, obviously the spare tire in the back. That's based on the old off-road basic wheel. I don't think they're going to modify it for that, but it doesn't look bad here on this casting with the metal chassis and everything else. This thing is so great and looks so great with the off-road tires. That's just a fantastic set, and we'll just let it race along I-80 here. If it's on I-80, it could be going to, well, it could be going to the Salt Flats. It's not going to do much there. It's not going to hit any speed records, but it might enjoy itself. Let's do this set. So 2 Toyota sets. This is just the Toyota car show set is maybe what we'd call this one, because this Supra would look fantastic at JCCS or any other car show, so it could be headed that way. But let's take a look at it. Artwork looks so good. 4Runner color is so cool on this one. The new trailer, I mean, this one looks like it's headed, you know, to a car show. I mean, that's kind of a racetrack vibe there, but I would see this one headed to a car show, and, you know, a billion people with their phones out when this thing pulls in, with the 4Runner pulling the 89 Supra. I mean, this thing's just wicked cool. So let's open this one up. Put that off to the side. All right, we'll start with the 4Runner. I've already done the compare and contrast on this one. It is the exact same casting as the 4Runner we've seen, what, 2 or 3 times, twice in Boulevard, once in Car Culture, blue, black, and white. This one in this, whatever color this is, I don't know what you would call it, but it just has a new chassis with the tow hook. Everything else is the same. You might notice, I'll put this off to the side for a second, you might notice way there in the back is the, from the last set, no, it was the Accord, then it was this set with the Chevy and the Liberty Walk, right? I was skipping one. So the Liberty Walk and the Chevy, I haven't seen this in the stores at all. It's been going fast. Let's pull this up. Oops, we'll just do that. We'll pull up the trailer too. We'll leave the car for a second. But, you know, this casting was made as a team transport. The dually. We'll put that here for a second because I want to test it. And this is the trailer that came with it. The 4Runner just has the trailer too. Let's talk about the trailer. Looks like they have a little piece of plastic here to protect it. That's nice. Here's the trailer. We'll fix that tire right now. Done. That's done. Here is the trailer. Metal, well, plastic piece here, but then a metal piece that kind of runs through. Got some detailing on that. It's very nice. With the small rims on it, they can do that. So, we'll, like I said, we'll talk about the Supra in just a second. Move the camera down just a tad so we can do this. So, this goes this way. We'll put the Supra in here just for the heck of it because it's supposed to. I wanted to see if these are interchangeable. Maybe I've already done this. I don't remember. So, and we'll just put... I mean, that's a JCCS if you ever saw one here, right? Those two running down the highway to Long Beach. Oh my gosh, so cool. So cool. All right, so let's just see if they're interchangeable. Oh, absolutely. I know it is on the dually. Yep, there we go. So this is gonna wind around a little bit. It's got a little bump on this table, but that one doesn't totally sit, but it... Here, what if we do it without the car, just to make sure, because the car's thrown away. Yeah, that works. That works. And then this one, same thing. Oh, that one works really well. Yeah, that bump around because of the weight. But that's all the team transport, I think. But that works pretty well, too. All right, cool. So we did want to check that. Dually, you can head back here and let's get you set up again. All right, now... set that up. This car's here. They're going the wrong way, I get it. Well, let's just go the right way. Like that. And let's have a look at this Supra. Brand new casting. And just so many comments about this one since it's been unveiled. I think this is a Ron Wong design for premium. And I think everyone is very excited to see as Ron does more and more premium castings for Car Culture, for Team Transport, for Boulevard, you name it. He's doing a lot of the premium stuff right now. This Supra, its stance, its details, the white on white, I just love that. This is a brilliant, brilliant model. And as we get to the end of the year, there's, by the way, Car Culture, may have one more Team Transport, or this might be the last of the year. There might be one more, I'm not totally sure. But Car Culture, we have Japan Historics hitting right now. Then we will have TerraTrek Race Day, Modern Classics. That's it. So we're still four mixes left of, and I don't know if those will all hit before the end of the year. I don't know why I'm telling you this now, but we are kind of getting towards the end of what we've seen here. So there is that. Okay. This, I think, will be one of the most popular team transports ever. I really do think that, because it's just the combination here. This one may be my favorite ever. No exaggeration. There's a vintage racing vibe here, and the fact that we have such a nice livery on what is the IMSA 300ZX GTS leaves me super thrilled. Artwork's beautiful, obviously a racetrack, new casting, of course, and then the hauler. Let me make sure this gets out okay. Only issue with this set is that the car is half concealed in this. Here is in the display. There is a piece of plastic there. Let's keep the car safe. Here is the hauler. Looks good in the Nissan livery, red, Nissan deco on the side. Pretty standard. Love the wheels on this one. I mean, it's really nice. You could see this one going to a racetrack for sure. Maybe not necessarily to a car show, but this at JCCS, maybe it's been there before, I don't know. But anyway, this could haul it there for sure. Nissan has a strong presence at Japanese Classic Car Show. I'm in JCCS mode right now because we're getting close, and it's one of the great car shows in the United States. I'm going to put this one right here because we have a lot to go to. Okay, so this, if you are familiar, this is the Nissan Z GTS, and an absolute stunner, brand new casting. This is also a Ron design. There's the 300ZX casting that Dima did. There might have been some notes shared. Ron would have to share that, but this is obviously much wider than the 300ZX, the standard car. The wheels on this are actually really well done, all things considered. I think this is a really good wheel choice for this car, the gold over this Nissan racing livery. I think it's awesome. So I was thinking, and I'm going to take the Toyota hauler over here, and I was thinking right now, as you can see over here, I wanted to go with a racing theme because I just thought that, I don't know, I just thought Nissan racing. I thought about like classic racing cars. I thought about, I just thought about a billion directions I could go. And the fact is, there are a billion directions you could go just based on this car. We could have gone classic Toyota racing, but I decided to go Nissan racing just because I think that these models are just so cool. And there is quite a history being formed. So I'm going to change the angle. And welcome to the Japanese Classic Car Show. I set this up with a bunch of Nissan racing cars, wanted to walk through these. We'll just pick them up. I will show them on the turntable very quickly. And this obviously is a nice, beautiful addition to this Nissan racing legacy. We'll get to that in just a second. We'll let it drive on the highway for a second. We can start with the classic race cars. I'm going to move these a little bit, and we can go to the Skylines, and they're fantastic. So, of course, we just showed this one, the Prince Skyline. We've talked about this. This is the godfather, one of the godfathers of Japanese racing. Really, really beautiful car. It is the Prince Skyline number 39, the iconic blue with the 39 racing livery on it. Beautiful car. Actually been seen at JCCS before, and you know the story of this. It caught up and passed a Porsche for a minute, and ended up finishing second to the Porsche. Surprised everybody, including a lot of Japanese people and Japanese race fans. And this really kind of set off what has become the legacy of Japanese racing. That Skyline is one. Of course, we can go to the Hakosuka. This is from Team Transport several years ago, first year. This is the, it's based on, it's not an exact replica of the racing livery, but we've seen several releases from Hot Wheels in this deco. This one is a JDM Legends theme, but with this this racing theme on top, on the sides. This one I thought was the most complete because there's a basic, and then there was the very first Japan Historics. This is the best version of this racing livery, so I pulled this one out from the, let's see, put it right here, from the Japan, or the Team Transport, and a very much historic model. This is not the best casting, but it is the Super Silhouette R30 Skyline. Obviously, it was the inspiration of the Liberty Walk Super Silhouette, which became a Hot Wheels, which became one of the most popular Hot Wheels ever. But I didn't pull it out because that is not a vintage racing car. That was based on the R34. This is based on the R30, And while the casting leaves a little bit to be desired, this number 25 is based on the Paul Newman race car. Paul Newman raced this actual number 25. It's hard to find pictures of it. I've looked and I've looked, but this is one that that is fantastic. It's definitely not stock, but we're just going to put it in that parking spot anyway. And then, as long, you know, there's a million ways to go with Skylines, R34s. There's not a ton of R34 race cars in the Hot Wheels lineup, but another just kind of Godfather. We'll take Godfather, we'll remove the father and add Zilla, because then there's the Godzilla HKS number 87 race car. Really, really famous car as well, with as a Japanese race car, a real beauty of a model for sure. The R33, not as famous, but they did do one in HKS livery. It doesn't have the racing number on it, but I pulled it out because I did. So those are the Skylines. That is a massive racing legacy. Will go ahead. I mean, and there's obviously more. And obviously, if you look them up, that also makes you go, okay, well, we could see a billion of these and from Hot Wheels, and I think we should. I guess you could also say this GT race car, this Nismo, is one that we could put in the Skyline legacy as well. So we might as well show it right now. It is just recently released, right, in pop culture casting that I am looking forward to being put in many racing liveries as well. PlayStation deco on this one. Really, really dig that. So we can put that. Maybe we'll just put that in the Skyline legacy over there. All right. I did pull out a Datsun. It isn't a Nissan, but I did pull out a Datsun. Was this the Litzinger racing car? Is it Litzinger? I think I have that right. It's inspired by, I think the Litzinger car was blue, but this one with this cool kind of retro deco on it, white rims, is definitely an homage to that race car, that Datsun 510. I could have pulled out the BRE. I didn't. That was on purpose. I decided to go with this one because I thought it was kind of a good choice. Now it is a Datsun, but you know, same legacy. So I thought that one was a cool one to include. We'll put that one back on its Chevy trailer, of course. And then there's the drift cars. Well, we'll get to the other two here at the end. But there are the drift cars. There's the S15s. There's several. I pulled out a few. There might be others as well. HKS, Sylvia S15, stunner. This HKS is a famous drift livery with the mismatched wheels. Hot Wheels was able to replicate that one. Then they have the Formula Drift car that they did for Boulevard. This may have been before the HKS. In fact, it probably was. But anyway, this drift full wrap that they did for Formula Drift, really cool S15. There's, of course, recently released the Supra Copper Mix livery, racing livery, which is really cool. They did a Zamac version for, was it a Japan show? Maybe a Japan promotion. But we had the Supra Copper Mix. And then just recently in the 2-pack, S15 and the RSR, the Sports Service Deco, which is fantastic too. Beautiful drift livery, nice and clean. And I mean, it's so cool to see these together. And then there's, of course, the S14s too. Formula Drift Deco, released I know this was released several years ago, right? In one of the drift mixes for Car Culture. And then the 2-pack companion of the S15 is this S14, the RSR. Advan number 19. Love it with the white rims on that one. That's a really cool mix as well. So sometimes when you say, wow, too many Nissans, then you go, well, actually, when you put them together, they look really cool. Now we'll finish off with some iconic non-Skyline, non-Sylvia race cars. Now I know there should be a spoiler on this one, but they did take what was the basic of the they took the basic of what was the R390 GT1 and did put it in the test car livery, the black Nissan test car livery, which looks really, really good. I could put that one there. Well, maybe it isn't stock. And then there is the Okari Works Racing Z, which is probably the best one to show before we go to the other Z, in that number 23 red and blue livery, which is quite iconic. Really, really cool version as well. And look at that. I mean, look at this. That's a fantastic legacy. And now you add what I think, honestly, I think as far as the Japanese race cars go that Hot Wheels has done, just in the last month, the two best ones they've ever done, the Prince and this Z, I think these are the two best ones they've done, and they're being released at a very similar time. I just dig the 300ZX GTS. IMSA race car. they've been able to put a lot of the details on here. There's probably some, obviously, racing deco that's missing, but the blue and red number 75, the Nissan Z, wide body. I love this car as it is. It was one of my favorite cars as a kid growing up, and it remains one of my favorites. I know a lot of you share a lot of passion for this. I think this is one fabulous casting. It'll be one of my top, this and the Supra actually are going to be one of my top releases of the year in general from Hot Wheels, but this one, I'll put it in the best JCCS classic car show spot. There you go. Look what we've done. How does that look? That's one killer car show. Happy to be visiting. Happy that JCCS is coming. Happy that these sets are coming out. Happy that Team Transport is here. This is such a fun video to do. I hope you can see how giddy I am. This one was awesome. You guys tell me what you think. Thanks, everybody. Bye.